Hi guys, welcome back to the Recoil Life. We're going to do something new today, something I've been actually wanting to do on this channel for a while. We're going to do a cooking video. So today I'm going to show you how I do skinned chicken thighs. Very good at the end too. So let's get started. So we're going to open up. I got my gloves on. So make sure that gets cool. Alright, it's going cool. Just rinse them off. Some people say to do this, some people don't. I'm gonna do it. We can trim that off, but I'll probably just leave it on. So we take that, put it over here, take the next one, rinse this one off, put that there, these aren't the biggest, but it's what we got. It works. So I'm going to grab the scissors and trim this one off. Put that in the bag. I'll go ahead and trim this one off too. Put that in the bag. Helps make them look a little neater too. Whoa, lights flickered. See that? Alright, so put that there. And keep that in the sink for now. Alright. So I'm going to take one glove off here. Put that there. And get a towel. Or multiple. I'm going to pat them dry. As dry as we can. Don't have to be perfect. Put that in the sink. So now we're going to season them. I don't have regular salt right now, so we're going to use some seasoning salt. Yeah. Coat them generously. Try and get them as even as we can. There's no really special name for these chicken, just maybe hand cooked and then finished in the oven, or you can even cook them entirely in on the stove in the pan. But you have to make sure you're paying attention to everything. Make sure they don't fully burn. So, and don't worry about overcooking these, because chicken thighs are very forgiving. I'm putting, so that was seasoned salt, now I'm doing garlic powder. Of course you can do whatever seasonings you want. Put that back on, put that over there, because we just used that. Now this is seasoned onion salt, so I gotta be a little careful with this because we already have a salt product on there. Put that over there. Take this one off. I can always put another one on. Some black pepper on there. Try and get it as evenly as possible. Alright, now we'll go paprika. Yeah, I like cooking my chicken thighs to like 170, 175. That way I know they're fully cooked. There's nothing wrong with that because like I said, chicken thighs are pretty, or dark meat anyhow, is pretty forgiving. It's not like you're trying to do this with a breast where you have to be pretty precise on the heat and cooking method, and so that way you still get a nice juiciness. So what I'm going to do, pack that in. Press that in. Come over here. Move those out of the way. Rinse my hands off real quick. Come over here, dry them. And now we're going to bring this over here. I have 2 pans going. I'm going to put oil in them, 2 cast iron pans. Take this and get that oil evenly coated. My burners are not flat at all, so that's why the oil goes to one side. It's quite annoying. So now, once that's going all up to temp, they feel nice and hot. We're going to take them and put them skin down. You want to hear that sound. Put the bigger ones in this pan. Nice sound. Put the smaller ones in this pan. The reason why I'm doing this is because you don't want to overcrowd your pans, because that can lead to uneven cooking. So come back over here. Grab some soap. Wash my hands now. Back over here and dry them. Grab that. Now, what I like to do is, my tongs are color coded. So I like the red for the raw and the gray for the cooked, for when they get cooked more and I can use these. So I like to, look down here, I like to separate them. So since that one's probably going to get the most gummiest, it's going to take the biggest napkin. Put this one over here. That way there's no chance of using the raw on the cooked. That way there's less chance of getting sick. So now it's time to season this side of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So once they're face down, season that. Surprised my camera person isn't seasoning right now. Paprika. Doesn't matter what order you do, honestly. onion salt. Just want to do a little bit of that. Garlic powder. Usually I like doing the organic seasonings, but right now we don't have any. Yes, organic is better. Get some cookies. Good flavor enhancer. You also got to be a little bit generous or careful with this because it's still got some salt in it. What it does is help enhance the flavor. Alright, so we're going to let these cook a little bit. You want to try and get the skin as crispy as you can right now. So this burner is actually hotter than that back burner. So I got to concentrate on these. That one's fine a little bit. But you do want to check them periodically. Like, I know these aren't done, but you just want to make sure they're not burning, which that one's not. Whoops. That one's not burning. It's just darkening the seasoning is all. Close these, put that there. And then when it's further to flipping, we'll be back. Hi guys, we're back again. It is time to flip the chicken. So since they're still pretty much raw, let's use the red ones. Flip them. I can assure you that's not burnt. It's just a little dark and it is the seasoning. Alright, so now we'll let that side cook a little bit. And I got the oven preheating to 275. So after a while, I'm going to temp them at a certain temp and then we'll put them in the oven. I'll probably put them in the oven when they hit like 140. That way it can be finished in the oven. And if you want to now, I haven't done it with these, but I have done it with other stuff. If you want, you can put some butter in the pan, and then later on, you can start basting the chicken, which will add some flavor to it too if you want. But I think it's really good on its own like this. So, let's let these cook a little bit, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I just temped them. They're at like 144, 145. So what we're going to do, grab this. Oven's already ready. We're going to finish them in the oven. Put the big one down there. The small one here. Alright. So do that. You can flip the chicken back over on its skin if you want, and cook it, finish it that way. Otherwise, you just leave the skin up like I did and put them in the oven. Some people say the skin down will make it more crispier, but I've had it both ways where skin down's not made it crispier. I've had it up, skin up, not made it crispier. So right now they're pretty crispy. So we'll see if they stay that way. But if not, they taste great. The skin tastes great. We'll come back once they're ready. I'm gonna keep throwing them when I think they're done. They're not done yet. Like I said, I would do for thighs about 170, 175. Technically that's overcooked. But you want to do that with dark meat anyhow, because I know with dark meat, if you do it at 165, it can actually be undercooked and still bloody. So you want to overcook these. I've done them to 185 and they're perfectly fine. Nice and tender, extremely juicy. So that's my recommendation. Cook your thighs, your legs to about 170, 175. You'll be perfectly fine and it should be perfectly done. So I'll keep an eye on this, and when they're ready to come out, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So 3 of them are ready. I'm going to go ahead and grab those 3. By the way, the temp on this was 275. That's what I like putting them on, that way it doesn't cook them too fast. But ovens vary, so if you know your oven really well, you could do 250, 300, whatever you think your oven can do. I would do that, but you don't want to go super high finishing these. Sorry guys, sometimes stuff's a tongue twister for me. So let's get these out. I already know which ones need to come out. Smaller ones are ready. So I'm going to grab the smaller ones. We're going to put them on here. These were temping at 275, 276. I got to retemp these to, it's this one that's ready. This one's the one that's ready. So that's just got the 175, so that one's ready. Let's see what this one's at. This one back in. It's at 161, so we'll put that one back in. Because of the lower time, you know, it takes a little bit longer, but these smaller ones are ready. But what we're going to do now, we're going to let those rest. And while those are resting, I'm going to talk to you about a few things. First, I got the love of cooking from watching my mom. She was a great cook. And watching the Food Network channel, I've actually learned a lot from that channel. No, I never went to culinary school. I did learn some cooking in middle school and high school, and I loved that, you know. Some of that, at that time, I wouldn't eat my own stuff. Especially if it came to like making homemade, handmade noodles. But, otherwise, yeah, I love doing that. I didn't get really good at it until several years out of high school. My mom wouldn't really let me cook in the kitchen, but I loved to cook at school. So I didn't really start cooking all that much until, like I said, I was out of school, but maybe 7 to 10 years ago, I'd say. Maybe. No, I'd say about 8 years ago. I started cooking more. And I would watch Food Network and I'd get a bunch of ideas. So when April and I got married, or even before that, you know, I would cook. She loved it when I cooked. So I would apply those. I would practice what I seen on TV. You know, practice until I got them right. And I wouldn't just do the stuff on TV. I'd come up with my own stuff because I love experimenting in the kitchen. I love just trying things that's in my head and seeing if they work. 98 times out of 100, they work great. They taste good and they come out pretty much perfect. So I'm starting to learn more of the techniques in the kitchen and in my cooking. There's a lot of flavors that I'd love to learn. I don't want to go to culinary school to learn this because I know there's a lot of people that can learn just by doing it, and that's what I want to do. But the more I cook, the more I come up with new things, and I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me. There are some times where, hey, I screw up. We all do. But we keep practicing until we make it perfect. I was never a big fan of meatloaf. Well, guess what? I like meatloaf as long as it's my meatloaf now. Because I did meatloaf my first time, what, last year? Yeah, last year. And it turned out amazing. Didn't turn out dry, it was super flavorful. It was amazing. So you'll probably see that on this channel, because I think I'm going to start doing more cooking episodes on this channel too. So look out for those. Especially if you guys like them. Because we have a whole bunch we want to show you. But there's some secret stuff we won't show you. Because sometime later in life, we want our own restaurant. And we want those to carry over into that restaurant. So, but enough about that. I can always make more episodes on that, on the talking. But let's get into these and see how they look here. So, let's get a fork because they're going to be hot. Pull this one over. Now look at that, guys. That is flavor juice right there. So it's going to be hot. Yep. So let's tear into it. No, the skin did not turn out crispy. But look at that juice that's pouring out. Look at that, guys. It is moist in there. Woo, that is hot. Get that skin off. Look at that. Yum. It is juicy. And that is that fully cooked? Yes, it is. That is bone right there. So that is fully cooked. Look at that. Right there. See that juice on there? That shine? That looks good. Let's give it a try. So tender, so flavorful. I highly suggest you try this, guys. It is really good. Let's try some of that skin. Like I said, that is not burnt. That is darkened seasoning. We're about to try some of that. That's going to be a slice I haven't burnt. That is so good. So good. Let's feed the camera person back. Good, huh? She gives a thumbs up. But look at that puddle of juice right there, guys. So juicy. That is done. That is completely done. They were temping at 175. I can assure you that's done. Yeah, that's done. That's bone right there, you see. But this is going to be some of the most flavorful, most juiciest chicken you'll have. And the most tender. So that's how I do my thighs, guys. I hope you give it a try. And like I said, you don't have to follow my seasoning. Do what you like, you know. There's this stuff right here. This stuff's really good. I could have did the whole thing with just this and would have been perfectly fine. But I like a variety, you know. So yeah. That's it for now, and like I said, you'll be seeing more cooking episodes because I enjoy doing this. So keep an eye out for them, and see you later. And I hope you enjoy this recipe. Bye.